Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. Let's talk job numbers. We just got some huge job numbers in to talk about how great our economy is doing, and I want to go through them with you. Okay, I think you're going to like this. Plus, I got a little bonus story for you at the end. Please like, share, subscribe, share this with all your friends. Pound the like button, and let's get into it. Friday's job numbers that came out were an utter shock. They said that in May that they added 2.5 million jobs to the job roll, and that we are only at a 13.3% unemployment. And it's unbelievable because the lowest numbers that we heard that they could lose as many as 7 million jobs. It could go up to 9.5 million, but we added 2.5 million. Now, guys, that is a swing of 12 million jobs. It's not just one direction. We were gonna be in the other direction, minus 9.5 million, but no, it went the other direction, and we've added 2.5 million. So let's get into some of these headlines about this. Now, let's go through these headlines for these shocking job numbers that came out, where 2.5 million jobs were added to the economy. Unemployment declines to 13.3% as we restore 2.5 million jobs in May. Fantastic. Shocking. Nobody saw it coming. Defying predictions, economy gains 2.5 million jobs and unemployment dips to 13.3% as businesses start to reopen. We were all locked in our houses, but U.S. shocks economists by adding 2.5 million jobs. You couldn't leave in May, but they added all these jobs, don't forget. Surprise job gains narrow the White House vision for stimulus. No more checks for anybody, guys. Now, here's a couple of good charts. This one shows what was added. 1.2 million in leisure, construction 464. A better chart even shows the difference of where it was before and how we added 464,225 in leisure. The best headline of them all, May's unemployments were shocking. Here's how everyone got it so wrong. And astonishing. Dumbfounded economists struggle to describe today's jobs report surprise. And look at this one. What the hell happened with today's shocking jobs report? Love this. We're back. Jim Cramer, CNBC shill, he just thinks you should waste your money, and then a miscalculation error goes to these job numbers. Now, I could have shown you hundreds of headlines, okay, and gone on for that, and first things first, okay, they thought unemployment was going to hit officially 20%, which I think it's much higher, okay? I think that there are tens of millions of people that weren't accounted for before all this happened and that are still not being accounted for. And, they claim it's only 13.3%. You guys, think about it. In May, we were at home, okay? You couldn't leave your house, but they added all these jobs. It makes 0 sense, okay? Some of the jobs, again, the construction industry added 464,000. That's the only one I think that's kind of like, that makes sense that they let people to work in the industry. That's the only one. Food service, okay, added 1.4 million workers. Now, here in California, guys, everything was shut down. You had some essential workers, but those are part-time people that are working food service and things like that for takeout. And I know restaurant owners that are not back. Now, some of them that don't make sense to me are, first of all, casinos and amusement parks. I don't know what casino was open. Vegas was not open. Yeah, the Indian casinos got ready to come back, but they're saying that they added 26,000 jobs in that, which I just don't see how they did that. Retail, now this is May, guys. This is last month. They're saying they added 367,000 jobs in retail. Healthcare, which had originally lost 2.2 million, because think of all the procedures, all the surgery, all the hospital workers, everybody who's not working during that time. Supposedly in May, they added 391,000 workers back to it. Now, I think the numbers are too good to be true for a lot of reasons. And, you're seeing these headlines and these economists. I get a kick out of the economists because I live near Chapman University, and every year they do a state of Orange County and where it's going to go. And the economists it's ran by an economist, and it's horrible because what they do is they sit down and go through the numbers of what happened, okay? Basically, it's like sitting there with your accountant, somebody who's got the charisma of that, going, oh, here's your sales, here's how much money you made, here's where you spent too much. You know, it's not forward thinking. And when you pin these guys down to try to be forward thinking and say, hey, do me a favor and make a prediction. Well, this could happen if this happens. And if this doesn't happen, this is going to happen. It's nonsense, okay? I want an economist to do this. I want them to do what I have to do in my job, which is, hey, Dan, if we spend this money on marketing, what do you think we're going to end up with? And I have to put my neck on the line and make a prediction on what this guy's going to end up doing with this forward thinking of this new program that we're going to implement for this guy. But economists, this may happen or this may happen. You know, your wife may leave you, you may get a divorce, but then you may not if this happens. You know, it's always something like that, and it's utterly ridiculous, okay? Now, the question everybody's asking is this all too good to be true? And, you know, I believe in America. I wish the Democrats and the Republicans would just get divorced and let us be raised by somebody else. I think that would be better for all of us, but until that day happens, whatever. We're stuck with our parents right now. I don't believe these numbers at all. I think it's completely ridiculous. I think that they've taken furloughed workers that may or may not have been let go and counted them. I think that they took PPP, you know, lending amount. If your company had 16 employees and you let them go and we lend you this money, they count the 16 people. I really think that's what they did because none of this makes sense right now. Nothing. Okay, you know, I came from Hollywood. I came from the entertainment industry prior to being in the medical field, and I worked for a movie producer who was a film financier. And every week, we would have people come in and pitch. At least once a week, we'd have somebody come and pitch an idea for a TV show, movie, something. Okay, and you know, I was a screenwriter, and I want to take 2 minutes and do this for you. Now, this is nonfiction, okay? This is a post-apocalyptic world where there's a virus that has struck the entire globe. Everybody's affected. You cannot go to work. You cannot go to a ball game right now. Your kids cannot go to school. It's completely dangerous, okay? You cannot go to a gas pump without running the risk of death or bringing this virus home to your family and getting them sick, okay? You can go to the war zone, you can call an ATM if you'd like, but you need to be gloved up and masked up and you need to be protected, okay? That's the world that we live in. Now, you've got a beautiful scientist, okay? She's young, she was shunned by the pharma industry, and she didn't like med tech, so now she's trying to create a vaccine on her own. So this heroine that we have, beautiful, smart, you know, all she does is work on her science to get this thing to the point that we can have a vaccine, okay? Across town in the same city, we have our hero, who is, I mean, this guy's beautiful. This guy is an independent biologist who's trying to create a vaccine as well. And this guy's beautiful. I mean, he works out all day long. He rescues animals. You know, when he's not working out, he's reading to the elderly. The guy's just fantastic, okay? If we could get these two people together, not only could they create an elixir that would save humanity, but they'll make hot electric love and everything will be great and the world will be saved, okay? Now, during this time, we're trying to get them together and bump into each other, and no one can leave their house. The jobs report comes out and you've gained 2.5 million jobs during this time. Now, I could see the executives freaking out, going, what? Wait, back up. You can't leave your house. You can't go to a baseball game. You can't sit in a restaurant. You can't go to a movie. You can't do anything. But in May, you added 2.5 million jobs. Oh yeah, that's what happened. It's not believable. Do you understand? It's insane. Netflix wouldn't buy that, okay? No one's going to buy this. This is nonsense, okay? And again, when you need to use profanity is right now. This is ridiculous, okay? Speaking of Netflix, I would bet you that here's how a Netflix pitch meeting goes. Hey, I've got an idea for a TV show. It's about a woman with bad hygiene. She's got a dog. No, wait. She's got a ferret, so she's really wacky. Miss Broad's crazy, okay? And she's just dirty, you know? She's just got no hygiene, and we'll call it Dirty Girl. I could just see him going, 2 seasons, baby, you got it, Dirty Girl. Okay? It's insane. But when it comes to the virus and the shenanigans that we're going through right now, who would buy this? Okay? No one living believes this. You guys were locked in your house. You guys couldn't leave in May, okay? But they added 2.5 million jobs. 12 million, actually, when you do the math, okay? I'm not buying this. I understand that we all need to have a positive outlook on all this stuff, but this is insane, okay? This makes 0 sense. It does not, I don't believe it. I just don't believe it at all, okay? And, you know, again, I want all this to work out, okay? I want people to go back to work. I spoke to a hotel on Friday that I've had events at before, and just, hey, how you guys doing? You know, what's it look like in future, you know, to get events back here? And spoke to the manager of the hotel who told me, Dan, we cannot have anybody stay at our hotel unless they're not an essential worker or it is considered essential travel. Now, guys, I'm a grown man. What in the hell is essential travel? So I can't meet some lass and take her to a hotel because I guess that's not essential, okay? But if it's essential travel, I'm like, huh? What is essential travel? I didn't even know this, okay? So here in California, you cannot stay in a hotel, okay? So there's that. But 2.5 million jobs were added, you know, and I can't wait to see June. I mean, they're going to count the protesters. I mean, 1, 2, okay, 40,000 people are there, and then you got, oh, you know, I mean, come on, guys. This doesn't make any sense, okay? I understand a positive outlook. Things are going to turn around. We financed all this PPP money, and everybody got this, and this is what, you know, think about this. We gave billions of dollars for PPP money, which was designed to bring back X amount of employees. That would have been a better headline than what we got, okay? So believe what you guys want. I don't believe it at all, okay? And good luck to everybody. But my bonus story is this. I have a cleaning lady who has cleaned my house for a couple years now. And one of the greatest joys in my life is when I have an event, the one thing that she does is she does this deep clean. And she comes to my house like the Saturday before a Monday event, so that when I come back to my house, it's like coming back to a hotel. The place is pristine, everything's clean. It's just, oh my God, you could eat off the floors. It's just perfect, okay? It's just spotless. And it's so great to come to a clean house. Now, she reaches out to me and says, hey, you know those loans you talk about in your videos? And I'm like, yeah, the EIDL loans. She goes, yeah, I got one of those. So my cleaning lady got an EIDL loan. I can't get one. Most of you can't get one, but no, my cleaning lady who runs a legitimate business got an EIDL loan, okay? It's just preposterous, okay? So I thought she was messing with me when she called me to talk about this, but anyways, that's that. So she's getting an EIDL loan, and most of us are not. So good luck. Watch, stay tuned for more. I'm sure there'll be more great news this week, but I'm not buying the jobs report. Good luck to everybody, and I could solve the Quibi problem in a Quibi if Mr. Katzenberg's interested. But good luck to everybody, and what else? I think that's it. Like, share, subscribe, and have a great week.